欢迎大家。哎，我看见妙老师了。Hello, Marilyn, I saw you.
你好，
你好，你好，好久不见。
对了，
Yeah, hello, John.
对，
Hello，你好，你好，
你好，好久不见。
灯仔，你好，好久不见。
你好，哈哈，是的，是的。Yeah, it's so great to see so many old friends. Yeah, I'm sure there are some new friends, especially to me.
我是新面孔。
嗨，您好。Hi, Karen.
都很好。
嗨，
你们好。Hi, Angela.
刚才有一位，他后面挂了书法，不是 Karen，就是
妙老师，妙老师后面挂了书法。
哦，这我在家里
对了，
对。
这什么书法呀？
哦，这个是大陆的那个嵩山少林寺的主持写的一幅书法，是菩提本无树的一个，就是四大皆空的那个书法。
有空的话，请给我们解释一下。
谢谢。
好，perhaps well at the after the class, well we can yeah. So yeah, just maybe one like another 10 seconds we will start. I can still see like participants are joining in. 有没有新的同学？Any new to Lunch and Learn？都是我们的老同学吗？
So let me introduce my friend,
啊哈，
our friend Jin Qiang.
嗯哼，
我先讲夏威夷过来的，
哦，哇哦，欢迎欢迎。
谢谢。
那夏威夷比较暖和，纽约太冷了。
你是纽约？
Yeah, well, a lot of old friends, welcome, welcome, and new friend, welcome as well. My name is Shenzhan Liao. I'm in charge of education at China Institute. Today I'm stepping in for Lin Laoshi. Mr. Lin, he's in fact in Beijing right now attending a conference for the World Language, the World Chinese Language Conference in Beijing. Meeting some old colleagues from East China Normal University. It's a huge conference, bringing everybody together. So I'm here today again with two our assistants and also master degree students from East China Normal University, Disha.
Hi, I'm Disha.
And then Yiyue.
Hi, I'm 音乐。
And of course, today our instructor, musician Zhou Yi, Zhou 老师 will continue the class on guqin. And for some new students, Zhou 老师 has been a good friend of China Institute and my personal instructor for guqin. Well, with China Institute for many years. I studied guqin with Zhou 老师 only for 2 years online. But it was a really amazing experience, especially during the pandemic. I'm so glad that for this season, Lunch and Learn, Zhou 老师 is giving us this short series to bring an understanding of the cultural background, the techniques, as well as a love for Chinese culture and music to everyone. I hope that's inspiring for all of us. And before Zhou Yi 老师 giving her presentation today, Disha, in fact, prepared something related to the content, music, and as well as Chinese language for our Lunch and Learn session. So I will first turn to Disha, and then Zhou 老师 will start her presentation afterwards. 好的，迪莎，那你现在开始好吗？
好，那我开一下屏幕共享。
好的。
Hello, can everyone see my screen and hear from me?
Yes, but
Okay.
I don't know where she is. No, I think she's here. Okay.
Okay, I will get started. Hi, everyone. My name is Gui Disha Cheng, and you can call me Disha. And I'm a master's student from East China University in Shanghai, China. My major is international Chinese education, and now I'm doing my internship at China Institute. And today I will give you a short introduction about about traditional Chinese music. And last month, Yi has introduced some traditional Chinese instruments like Pipa and like guqin and like zither. Do you remember? Yeah, and today we are going to learn about 4 kinds of Chinese musical performance skills. And in Chinese, we call it 吹, la, tan, and chang. Can you read after me?
No, I can't.
吹,
拉、弹、
tan, yeah, and chang. Yeah, let's continue. We have learned these 4 words for 吹, la, and tan, and chang. As it's shown in the 4 picture, the first one is 吹, and second one is la, and third one is tan, and the first one is chang. Okay, let's start with the first and the last one, 吹 and chang. What are the common points of these 2 Chinese characters?
The mouth.
Do you find? Yeah.
头这
Can
边
you?
还是
You can
mouth
answer me in the
radical
chat box. Yeah. What's the common point? What's the common point of these 2 Chinese characters? We can find them have the same radical, right? The same radical, and we call it. Do you know the pronunciation of this character?
口
Oh, it's standing.
Yeah, 口, and in meaning
Mouth.
口, mouth. Yeah, and in Chinese from ancient to modern Chinese, 口 has always symbolized the mouth, and the characters with this radical, its meaning is related to eating and speaking. So we can know the meaning of 吹 and chang is related to eating and speaking. 吹 means to blow, and chang means to sing. So it's a meaning of 吹 and chang. And how do we use these words? Because they represent different performance skills, so they need to be paired with different instruments. For example, for 吹, we can say 吹笛子. You can read after me. 吹笛子.
吹笛
笛
子，
子、
Yeah, perfect. 吹笛子. That means play the 笛子, and it's just like shown in this picture. And this picture is 笛子. It's also a traditional Chinese instrument. And we can also say 吹箫. You can read after me. 吹箫.
箫.
箫，
Yeah, 箫. Yeah.
箫、箫。
Perfect. That means play the xiao, and like shown in this picture, she's playing the xiao, and the xiao you can see is this instrument, and we can see that 笛子 and xiao is very similar, but they were played in different way, like 吹笛子 and 吹箫. Okay, that's 吹. And for chang, we can say 唱戏. You can read after me. 唱戏.
唱戏，
Yeah, 唱戏. That means perform the Chinese opera. Do you know Chinese opera? Like showing this picture is Chinese opera. So we can say 唱戏. 唱 means sing. Okay. Okay, that's for 吹 and 唱. And okay, we can look at the second one. 拉音吹拉弹唱. And 拉 means to pull. it's always for means to play instruments with a bow. For example, we can say 拉二胡. You can read after me. 拉二胡.
二胡
Yeah, 拉二胡. That means play the 二胡, like shown in this picture. Do you know 二胡? 二胡 is this instrument, and it's also a traditional kind of Chinese instrument. And you can see this instrument is with a bow, right? 拉二胡. And interestingly, we can also use this word for Western instruments. For example, we can say 拉小提琴. You can read after me. 拉小
拉小提
提琴
Yeah, 小提琴.
小提琴 small.
Yeah, 小提琴. And 小提琴means violin. You're very familiar with this instrument, right? It's a Western instrument. So we can say 拉小提琴 means play the violin. Yeah, that's for 拉. And the third skill is 弹. 弹 means to pluck. And that's for instrument that with strings that you can pluck with your fingers. For example, we can say 弹琵琶.
弹琵琶
Yeah, 弹琵琶 means play the 琵琶. And last time, I think Yi have introduced 琵琶 to us. 琵琶has 4 strings, and when you play it, you should use your fingers to pluck it. So we say 弹琵琶. Yeah. And another one, we can also say 弹古琴.
弹
Yeah, 弹古琴. That means play the 古琴. And that's also our today's topic. And last time, Mrs. Zhou has played the 古琴 for us, right? 弹古琴. Yeah. And that's for 弹. And now we have learned 4 kinds of musical performance skills. 吹, 拉, 弹, 唱. Can you read after me again? 吹,
拉
拉,
弹
弹,
唱
唱. Yeah, 吹, 拉, 弹, 唱. And we also know its original meaning. That means 4 kinds of musical performance skills, like 吹 is to blow, 拉 is to bow, and 弹 is to pluck, 唱 is to sing, right? Each character is a separate verb that that it can be combined with a noun to form a phrase. For example, we have learned 吹箫, 吹笛子, 拉小提琴, 拉二胡, and 弹古琴, 唱戏. So each character is a verb. And very interestingly, its meaning have getting much wider in modern Chinese. In modern Chinese, today, 吹拉弹唱 is not only used for musical performance skills, and it's most frequently used to describe a person who is multi-talented or versatile performer. It suggests that someone with wide range of artistic or even social skills. So it's not limited to musical performance skills in modern Chinese. And we can see a sentence. 我们团队的新成员真是多才多艺 and 吹拉弹唱样样都会. And this sentence means the new member of our team is very versatile and he is good at everything. So here in this sentence, 吹拉弹唱 it doesn't only mean literally plays or instruments or have good musical performance skills. It means that he is talented in many areas. So today in modern Chinese, the meaning of 吹拉弹唱 has getting more wider, right? Okay, that's for today's today we have learned four traditional Chinese musical performance, 吹拉弹唱, and its meaning, its original meaning and its meaning in modern Chinese, right? And thank you so much
Disha.
for today's attention and for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Disha. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, so I don't want to take more time from Zhou Yi 老师. I know everybody wants to jump into her presentation. Zhou 老师, please. Disha, can you stop sharing, please?
Okay.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to my class. For those older students who attended my session, you know, we always start our class with a song like this to clear your mind. So for a guqin player, always remember to tune your instrument while tune your mind. So first you have to find your inner peace, then we talk. So for those who I just attended today, I'm going to go over the previous sessions. So first, let me share my screen.
Oh, there they go. I could make this louder.
Okay. All right. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So today is our third session regarding the guqin and the Chinese language and culture. So for the previous session, we've learned what is a guqin. It is a 7-stringed zither and over 3,000 years. And also it's a chief among the 4 arts, belongs to the silk category in the 8-sound system. And the range covering around like 4 octaves. And what is the 4 arts? 四艺, 4 means 四艺 means like 4 arts. The first one, the most important one, the qin. Also, qin is known as guqin. It's the same instrument. Chess and go. Qi, calligraphy. Shu, painting. Hua. This is the 4 most important arts when you want to be a Chinese scholar or literati. And also, guqin belongs to the silk category of the Chinese musical system. The 8 sound, 八音, 8, 八音 means sound. So it depends on their making materials. For example, we have metal chime, stone chime, clay flute, kind of like a teapot, and drum belongs to the leather. Silk, all the string instruments belongs to the silk family because a long time ago the strings were made of silk. And wood, like wood clapper, wood block, gourd, like a plant like a squash, but we use gourd to make a wind instrument like 葫芦丝 or shen, the mouth organ, and bamboo, another wind instrument, bamboo flute. Also, we learned the basic structure or parts of the guqin because guqin is very unique as for a Chinese scholar. So they named a lot of names, a special name, some name from nature, some name from person for all these parts of the guqin. And the first session, the homework, I hope you remember to pick any virtual guqin and give your virtual guqin a name. So this is all basic, the different styles and the shape of the guqin. It has each one has a unique, beautiful name, very poetic name. So the session 2, we learn what is the notation system, how to the guqin music, how to transcribe the guqin music from characters to music. So this is the earliest existing score from the guqin's music history. So it's a 4 written character notation. 文字 means character, 谱 means notation. So this is the 结石调幽兰 from the Tang Dynasty. And then over years, 文字谱 has developed to 简字谱. It's called reduced character notation or simple character notation. So this is a sample of a 简字谱, 神奇密谱, the scores from Song Dynasty. Then for those who did your homework, probably you received these, right? It's the right hand gesture and the techniques. You can tell from all these marks, tell you like how to move your fingers. It's more all this from Chinese character, but they became the techniques for the guqin playing. And the left hand markings and all this. And how to read the guqin's notation. It looks like a Chinese character, but sound like a little bit different. So always read from top, left to right, and top to bottom. So here, this means da. So if you're learning Chinese, da, it's very simple. It means big. But in guqin's notation, that means use your 大指 thumb. 9, it's a number, means you use a 9th dot on the guqin surface. And here, just a strike of the character means 条. It's like a pick outward. And qi, that's the string, the 7th string. And this now, if you did your homework, now here I have a little quiz for you. So can you explain the meaning of this character? Type your answer to the chat box. What that mean? All right, if you did your homework. All right, then today, let's go to our next part. The guqin in the life of the literati. So guqin plays a very important role in the literati. What is a literati? Who were the literati? Or you can say Chinese scholars in ancient China. Who are they here? Literati, or you can say the scholars in ancient China. So they are these people who are educated, like they are educated elite, devoted their lives to learning art and moral cultivation. So they usually, for ancient China, they studied Confucius classics, took imperial exams, 科举, and they usually served as like government officials and teachers to educate the next generation, and a poet, artist, painter, calligraphy, every kind like art in the art field. Okay, what do they look like? Now I found an ancient painting, so give you some idea what the Chinese ancient literati or scholars look like. So that's a painting work from the Qing Dynasty, which is 17th century. So the title is called Sitting and Singing Among the Bamboo, 幽篁坐笑图. So this is a literati or ancient Chinese scholar, and he is playing a chain on his lap in a bamboo grove. So this is a collection of the Shandong Museum in China. 山东省博物馆藏的幽篁座小图是清代的鱼之鼎的这个作品。那 so this is give you a basic idea what is a literati look like. And okay, let's move back to this point. So how about their lifestyle? Like what do they do? So as a scholar or as an ancient Chinese literati, like what do they do in their life? Usually, they were masters of 8 refined arts. So in Chinese, we'll call it 文人八雅. So what is the 8 refined arts? Okay, this is very, very interesting, and it's for the Chinese learner. You can learn a lot of vocabularies here. 8 refined arts, or you can say 8 elegant things to do in your daily life. First, of course, is guqin or qin, the 7-string zither. And the second one is chess, go, qi. And the third calligraphy, shu, painting, hua. It's similar to the 4yi like I mentioned before. So it's a must learn skills if you want to be an ancient scholars. And the next part, poetry. You have to be a very good poet and good at composing poet. Wine. This wine is usually a Chinese wine, is a rice wine. 酒 flower. You have to know how to appreciate flowers. 花 cha, appreciation of the tea. Cha. And there's somebody say there's another one like appreciate incense. 香. So this is a 9, or you can say 9 elegant things in the like usually the literati do in their life. And just be careful of 花和画. 画, if you go 4th tone, that means painting. If you go flat 1st tone, 花, that means flower. So these two sound similar, but has a different, if you have a different tone, means different meaning. 画, painting. 花, flower. All right, what's a counterpart of like the 8 elegant things here? Counterpart of the ya means elegant. The other one is called, the opposite of the ya is su. So there's a lot of meaning of this character su, but in the music or in the literati world, so these things means su, come extra. Actually, it's a common practices, and mostly it's related to your daily life or happened in your kitchen, like firewood, chai. Yeah, you use firewood to cook or to keep your house warm. Rice, like Chinese are rice eater. 米 cooking oil, 油 salt, 盐 and soy sauce or paste, 酱 vinegar, 醋 茶 tea. Why cha again? Because supposedly cha belongs to the 8 elegant things, 8 refined arts, but it's a different type of cha. For the scholars, their tea is different. Their tea is a refined, top, good quality tea leaves. But for daily life, for like regular people, their cha, it's kind of serves like a daily, like a drink, like just drink a water, but it's like mostly like a tea scramble. It's not really refined tea. So people put the daily drink tea to these 7 common practices. 俗 7件俗事. So probably you can learn some vocabulary from 8 or 9 elegant things or 7 common practices, and maybe you should like take a picture, or I will send you this as a homework. Yeah, write on the tag and put in your kitchen cooking ingredients to help you to learn Chinese. All right, so now you get some idea what is the 八雅 or 八俗. Now I have some picture here. So this is another ancient painting by one of the emperor from Song Dynasty, Song Huizhong, Song Huizhong Ting Qing Tu, listening to the qing or guqin. It's not the whole painting, it's just a partial of that. So my question is, in this painting, can you spot any like elegant things, elegant refined art we talked about before? So I can name one, guqin, qing, plain qing. What other refined arts you can find in this painting? Type your question in the chat box. Can you see it? I can make it bigger. Okay, I can make it bigger. Okay, it's big enough. So it's big enough, right? So give you a few seconds to spot any like elegant things, like refined arts in this painting. The first one is qing. Yeah, great. I saw someone type in Chinese already. Great. Make sure that one, the hua, yes. Here, the first term, hua, and the whole thing is a hua painting. And incense. Excellent job. Excellent job. So actually, in this picture, it has qing, incense, and flower. Three elegant things, but they play in like looks like a royal garden because this guy is the emperor, and a bamboo grove is all the things. The whole painting actually is it's a yashi elegant things in a very elegant refined environment. All right, let's move to the next painting. So this is another painting from the Qing Dynasty. Also, it's a qing. It's a playing the qing to a cow. It's a partial of the painting. So it's actually is a Chinese expressions. 对牛弹琴. 对 means 12. 牛 is a cow. 弹 like you learn from Disha, our Chen 老师是 point point. 弹 means pluck the instrument, pluck the string instrument. 琴 is a 古琴. 对牛弹琴. So what is 对牛弹琴? What is playing the qing to a cow? Qing is one of the 8 elegant things, but new just the regular daily practice, like relate to the down to the earth thing. So that means you are doing a very elegant thing to a regular, like it's kind of like a dry. People usually Chinese will say it. It's like 你不懂我的意思，我是在对牛弹琴. It's like a address to the wrong audience. Like you are up there, but when you talk to someone, they are down there, they couldn't understand what they're saying. So it's 对牛弹琴. It's like very similar to the Western expressions. It's like cast pearls to swine. Oh, it's like showing pearls to a pig. It's the same thing. 对牛弹琴. So this one, remember, it's very funny expression. What? Oh, I hope you can remember that. 对牛弹琴. All right, so now we just talk about what is the literati's lifestyle. They do all kinds of elegant, refined arts, and they don't do the other common practices. But I think it's like they have to be like wealth and rich and they have to feed themselves first. Otherwise, when you're still hungry, you cannot do these elegant things. You have to make a living first, then go to the next level. All right, so daily life with the guqin, like what do they do with the guqin? So guqin plays a very important role in their life. Like first in the self-cultivation or daily conduct, because in our record of the Qing gathering from the Tang Dynasty book, it said, in the seat of a scholar, the qing is placed on the left and the books on the right. In Chinese, we call it 左琴右书. in your scholar study room, like the qing is on your left hand above your desk, and the book is on the right hand above the desk. Why? Because qing is like teach you how to appreciate the music, and a book is a learning. So to be a scholar or literati, you have to have the ability to like manage the music, and also music cleans your mind. Also, books refer to the learning skill, learning and appreciate beautiful things. And the other like saying from the Book of Rites, Li Ji, a scholar does not set aside the qing and the se without course. Then you cannot. So in this part, actually, the qing plays a role for discipline yourself. You cannot just don't touch a qing, because you are always like do the self mirror, like what did I do wrong and how to achieve myself, how to balance my inner peacefulness. So it's called 事无故不彻琴瑟. Qing is a guqin. Se is another Chinese plucking string instrument, but it was not used in the modern Chinese word anymore. But qing is still there. Another thing is daily life. Usually they carry qing. They play qing in natures. Where? Mountains, bamboo grove, like the picture we saw before. Bamboo grove. And flowing waters, all kinds of beautiful nature scenes in nature. So next, I'll show you some pictures, like showing the scholar. Usually, like where do they play the qing? The ideal place to play this instrument. Here, so this is a boya playing the qing. Boya is a historical famous musician in Chinese history. So from Yuan Dynasty, which is like 13, 14 centuries. Here, boya, he's playing a qing, and only to his friends. Like this, it's partial of the painting somewhere in the garden or nature, but you don't see it from this picture. Another one here, playing the qing among pines and streams. Where? Nature, pines. And from the distance, you can see the mountain and the birds. This is a pine, and face to streams. And this is the three like scholars or three literati that are playing the qing. And I think they are eating something, or maybe just drinking wine or drinking tea. It's from, this is a Yuan Dynasty, like 13th century painting, also a partial part. 林下闽琴图. Next, this one is a painting, a fan painting. So it's a play the qing besides a flowing stream. There's a famous guqin piece, it's called Flowing Water. So this painting is about the flowing stream. You don't see whether he's a stream. And this is scholar literati, play the qing next to it. So he just played the qing to the water. It's called 林流抚琴图, from the Southern Song Dynasty, around like 12th or 13th century. So it's a collection of the Palace Museum, Beijing 故宫博物院. Nature again has pine tree, mountain from the distance. Next one. Okay, playing the qing beneath plum blossom. So in this picture actually has three elegant things, three refined arts things here. This is a plum tree. And the scholar literati is playing the qing under the tree. And here, two servants, they are boiling teas. So this is a tea, flour, and a qing. 梅下横琴图 from the Ming Dynasty. It's around 15th, 16th century. It's the collection of Shanghai Museum, China. And another good place to play guqin, So this is a picture about Hong Li, the emperor, one of the emperors from the Qing Dynasty, view in lotus, next to the lotus pond, and playing the qing. And see the distance, the mountain here. And here, see the little bird. I can make it a little bigger so you can see. 红丽关琴关河抚琴 to hear a crane on the pine tree. And this is one of the emperor. He's sitting, and his figure usually in ancient Chinese painting, like people like if it's a high rank, usually the figure's bigger. Next to a lotus pan, here's a lotus pan, and playing the chain, a flower. So that's playing chain in the beautiful scenery in nature has crane, pine, flower, flowing water, and a lotus pan. All right. So since you already like seen some Chinese paintings, probably you can write to like a question, or I have some question for you. What is the most like elegant things or refined arts in your culture? Like if you are an ancient Chinese scholar, a literati, what will you do with your instrument? Which place, a lot of questions, which place is your favorite place to play your instrument? Like, what kind of things you think, in your view, you think it's the most elegant things in your life? You can write your answer in the chat box. All right, let's move on. All right. And the role of the guqin in social life. So guqin is not just an instrument to do the self-cultivation. Also, it plays very important role to the social life. It's like compared to the modern life, people always social through the social medias, right? So you make friends on Facebook or whatever, Instagram. But long time ago, like scholars or literati use guqin to social. One of the famous thing is called elegant gallery, 雅集. Okay, so the role of the guqin in social life, it's the symbol of refined friendship. It's try to make friends with the guqin, sharing playing skill and sharing understand of qin music. So qin serves as a medium to connect hearts and emotions. You make you make friends through the qin, play qin. So there's Chinese will always say 携琴访友 以情会友. Carry your instrument, carry your qin. Go out. It's too social to make friend. And hospitality. When a friend visit to your house, to your home, you take the qin out and play. So there's the Book of Songs said, I have honored the guests, so I play the se and the qin. Se, another instrument I talked about before. So like if I have guests, I will just take my instrument and play, and I like appreciate each other's music. And the other part is entertainment in elegant gathering. 雅集. So what is 雅集? Kind of like party. So the scholars ancient party. 雅集. Why 雅? Remember the 雅because they have to do like a refined arts, like elegant things doing their gallery. Here is an example of the 雅集. Here's an example like a scholar. It's a blue and white parsley vase. So it's a scholars is visiting his friend and his servants carrying a chain. So he followed by a servant carrying a chain. So it's a beautiful Ming Dynasty vase. Next, another painting. So visiting a friend with the Qin. It's a part of the painting. So it's a Qing Dynasty painting. See the scholars walking on the bridge and the little servant and carry the chain. He's on his way to visit his friend. And mostly, maybe he's going to a yaji, an elegant gathering. So what is elegant gatherings? Yaji, and there's a scholars meet for poetry. They compose poetry. They share their idea. They brainstorm together, and if they like it, they just write it down. So that became calligraphy. And some people it kind of now like today, like we just share our moment on the social medias. They use their calligraphy to paint it down, or to appreciate tea, a very refined, delicious tea together, sometimes wine together. And appreciate, of course, they have to play music, appreciate each other's music together. And also they have share some very intellectual conversations about like how to rule the country, like how to refine the arts, like how to achieve their life goal. And they usually exchange their culture art, cultures, like culture views, artistic views, like and appreciate each other's music talent or some creative talent. And usually yaji always happen like sometimes like once a month or once a week or once a year, to try to social bonding with your friend, with your close friends. And setting where was a yaji? Usually in a private garden, beautiful garden, like the picture you saw before, and could be next to a river, next to a flowing stream, inside a pavilion, and also could be a scholar's private study room. Here is a famous picture of the yaji. So this yaji is called the Elegant Gathering at the Orchid Pavilion, Lanting Yaji. It's a famous yaji for Dongjing Shiqi. So it's a famous gallery in like around 2,000 years ago, 1,500 years ago. Where Wang Xizhi, who is a famous, one of the, I think the most famous choreographer, wrote the Lanting Xu. And here happened, look, this is all flowing water, but the water is not just straight. The water has to be winding. And usually the scholars, they put a little cup. The cup could be lotus flower shaped cup in the water. And because the water flows, so the cup will flow in front of you. Then a cup, usually the cup has like wine or teas. When the cup flows in front of you, you have to like stand up, either sing a song or play an instrument, or like compose a poem, or write some calligraphy, write some join some painting. And in this elegant gallery, we have guqin here, and this guy is drinking. And here's two little servants. They try to make the water flows so the drinking cup can flow along the winding streams. Here's a lot of scholars. It's a famous yaji from Lanting, yes, it's like 1,500 years ago. Okay, now so far you have learned something about like what the guqin, like what's the relation between guqin or qing with ancient Chinese scholars literati. And I have some questions for you. Again, another question, like if you are going to have, for the modern people, it's called having a party, right? Usually long time ago scholars, they always have a beautiful name for their elegant gallery. For example, this one called Lanting. Yeah, Lanting means orchid pavilion. Why is Lanting? Because a long time ago there was an emperor. He planted a lot of beautiful orchid flowers along the banks of the river. So it becomes like an orchid garden, and they built a pavilion. So this is why it's called the Orchid Pavilion, because the famous for the orchid field. So it's a name, Lanting Orchid Pavilion. It's a very beautiful name for the elegant gallery event. So if you have a party, I know it's a party season, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, and probably you can hold a yaji in your home. Like first thing is, what will you do in your yaji, in your elegant gallery? And think a name for your yaji. Could be any beautiful name. Kind of like the first session, think of a beautiful name for your virtual guqin. Think a beautiful name, a poetic name for your yaji. So this is my question. All right, now give you some time to think about all these questions. And I know today, because when we talk about this, it's a lot of good information you have to dig out. It's so much to cover. I just give you a little brief introduction of the scholars' guqin life. Now I'm going to play a piece from the 15th century, 神奇密谱酒狂. So you can just enjoy the music and listen to my music, Drunken Ecstasy 酒狂. Sorry, my neighbor always cutting the lawn on Friday, so that's not elegant. And I'm going to set up my table. I'll turn my camera for like 1 minute. Turn off my camera for me. Okay, so I hope this little piece can add some yaji feeling to these sessions. All right, so before we finish this, like let me check the chat box. And do we have any questions? Thank you, 谢谢.
I would like to ask a question.
Yes, what is question?
You know, this piece you just played was very rhythmical, you know, had a strong rhythm. But when we look at the guqin pool, it doesn't have a time signature or bars or regular rhythm. So how do we think about rhythm in terms of guqin music?
So this is why guqin has a special term. It's called da pu. It's like a make your own rhythm. So ancient guqin score is always like a vertical way from right to left, and each like for like a very high educated guqin player, or you can say scholars, they usually first find the notes and also make their own rhythm. This is why guqin has so many different schools. So, for example, if a one piece, but if a different player can play in a different rhythm, different beat, different style. This is a form that guqin has like a lot of different schools, which I will cover this topic in my next session. Hope you'll be there. So, but I didn't make I didn't put the dapu, put rhythm for the shenqi mipu. That was from Yao Bingyan. So, this Zhou Kuang was based on the rhythmic notation from Yao Bingyan. Oh, someone said took the guqin to the mountain Huangshan in China. Excellent. I'm wondering what piece did you play in the Huangshan?
I think I played Yangguang Sandie.
Oh, Yangguang Sandie. It's like
But yeah. But it was very, you know, the very interesting thing very quickly, I know we're running out of time, is when you play outside, when you go outside and go to the mountains, it gives you a great feeling because the weather directly affects the guqin. It affects your fingers, it affects your muse, it affects the sound of the instrument because, you know, whether it's more cold, wet, windy. So it gives you, because it's different each time, you know, it's not like when you play indoors. So I think it's great.
That's great. Yeah. And I think in Chinese, we call playing guqin in dangsha, so the right moment. Music could be different. Even like when music is written on the score, it's the same, always there. But when you play, it change, it develops through the environment. This is why you have to play in different places. I think I took my instrument outside to play. I don't know if you heard about the Zhangyansi, a temple like upstate New York. The outside of the temple is very beautiful. I think took my guqin in one of the 4 seasons. I play in a pavilion next to the river. It feels so good. And surprised, you know, like you should thought guqin is very quiet instrument, but actually when you play in the wild, it sounds very clear and fits nature very well. Okay. Any questions?
So I just want to jump in to say thank you. 谢谢周老师. Time is almost up for today's Lunch and Learn. But we still have the December Lunch and Learn for this season to conclude. So I hope to see everybody coming back, and also bring your friends who are interested in Chinese culture, music. And as Zhou Laoshi was mentioning Yaji, I was remembering the Yaji we did at China Institute. Listening to your music in person is so different from online, of course. And as you mentioned, well, it is a holistic experience. It's music, it's art, it's the interaction, the friendship, and the appreciation of culture all together, coming together for Yaji. Again, thank you so much for today's session. Thanks to Disha and Yiyue for supporting this session. And of course, all of you, it's so great to see you. And hope to see you next time. Yeah. Enjoy the weekend.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank
好，
you，
谢谢，
谢谢，
再见，下次见。
谢谢。
见。
谢谢你。